Professional bull riding is back in Nampa this weekend. 2 days of action taking place Friday night at 7:45 p.m. and Saturday at 6:45. And you're looking at video of Ezekiel Blue Mitchell, who we hear learn the sport on YouTube. Incredible video. And we're joined today by Ezekiel and County Sheriff Kieran Donahue to talk about this weekend's event. Thank you both for being here. Really appreciate it. And Sheriff, we'll get to you in just a moment. But first, Blue, if I can call you that. I love it. Love the nickname. How did you learn about the sport on YouTube?
Growing up, my dad was a horse dentist, so we went to rodeos to build clientele. A little bit later on in life, I wanted to figure out how to ride bulls. Dad didn't really know how, so what does a kid do in my generation? You get on YouTube and you kind of figure it out, and had a bunch of great people come in after and help fine-tune those skills.
That's amazing. For bull riding, it's much different than fixing a door or something like that, to learn it on YouTube. That's amazing. And tell us, what goes into being a professional bull rider?
There's just a lot of dedication, a lot of heart, a lot of days away from home, and a lot of commitment. Commitment to knowing what my body can and will go through, and then just knowing the strain that it can put on a family and everything else in it. But it is one of the most rewarding and fulfilling jobs that I've ever had to have in my life.
It looks fantastic. Do you like being out in front of the crowd and everything too?
Oh, that's unmatched. You know, whenever you ride a really good bull for 90 points and you get off that bull and the crowd's on their feet, and I don't know, it just makes all the worries and the problems of the world just fade away, and in that moment it is kind of about you and about what you just accomplished, because it's a feat that I feel like almost should be impossible.
Looks impossible. Exhilaration in front of the crowd. That's amazing. And this is also significance to this as well this weekend. And Sheriff Donahue, talk about the nonprofit Man-Up Crusade. And you created it, and how will it benefit from the riding this weekend?
Well, it's a public awareness campaign on the issue of domestic violence in our country, which is an epidemic. My wife Jeannie and I are the co-founders 13 years ago now. And it's basically about bringing that message out that we can talk about this, really kind of a taboo matter, but it affects every single type of person in the world. Doesn't matter what their economic values are or status. And by partnering with the PBR probably 8-9 years ago now, you know, they were the first major, as an entity, as an international sporting entity, to come to us and say, we want to do this, we want to partner with you, we want to help spread this message. We got the greatest bull riders in the world. I'm a good friend with Zeke. I'm a big fan. He's been with me a couple times now doing what we do. And to show the world that these bull riders, in the most dangerous sport in the world, they're going to take the time to talk about the issue of domestic violence, a societal issue, and it's guys like him that'll help us change the world and the PBR in general. Couldn't be happier to have the partnership. And you know, in law enforcement, we see so much of it, and that's why I went to Jeannie and started this so many years ago, because it's so prevalent. 1 in 4 women, 1 in 7 men, victims of domestic violence, and it's just, we got to stop it. We got to change those kids. We got to give them a chance.
Yeah, and we've run a number of stories on it, both nationally and locally, and you mentioned those stats, but how, you know, what can people do? How severe is it in our area? Yeah. And also, what can people do if they're experiencing it or suspect it?
Well, you know, first you have to recognize that it's not just physical abuse. It's mental, it's controlling, it's financial, it's children, it's pets, it's torturing, it's that control all the time. And if you, a family member or a friend, you see it, step in and say something. You know, that's what happens in society. We're afraid to say something. We need to say something. We need to reach a hand out, say there are places to go. There's victim witness coordinators, there's FACES here in our community, the Women and Children's Center, Family Justice Centers. There's places to go. And call 911. We're going to come and talk to somebody, right? We're going to try to de-escalate that thing before it starts. So there are ways to do it. How prevalent? It's incredibly prevalent. From law enforcement across this nation, tracked numbers, up to 50% of everything we do every day is domestic violence in law enforcement.
50%.
That's 50%. Most dangerous call in the world. But what people have to understand, and guys like Zeke understand it, he knows what the messaging is. This is a learned behavior. They weren't born this way. They learned it from their parents, they learned it from their cousins, they learned it from aunts and uncles. We have to change that environment, because if you grow up in that, you're twice as likely to become a victim or an offender or both. in your lifetime.
Yeah, and good tips, and we'll have those on our website
Yes,
as
sir.
well. Ezekiel, tell us, from your perspective, what's it like to do the sport you love, but also help bring awareness to domestic violence?
I think it's one of the most incredible parts of my job, honestly. I think I've always kind of set out to influence and inspire. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I'm able to do with this platform, is that there are kids that look up to me, and there's adults that look up to me. So if I can be that tidbit of something to show, hey, I'm with this program, I want to be a part of it, I want to stop domestic violence, anything that I can do to be a part of this Man-Up Crusade it just takes me over the moon.
It's fantastic. Well, we commend both of you on your efforts on both sides of this, and getting out there in the arena as well and talking about domestic violence, Sheriff. So thank you both for being here. Really appreciate it. And great luck this weekend. And go out and catch them Friday and Saturday.